So
I
it's like
like to move it,
inconsistent,
move
but
it.
King Julian, yo.
Oh, it's the Chloe Roberts Show.
So hi Julian, welcome.
What's going on?
You know, just got a mint mojito from Pete's. It's not alcoholic.
No, no, no. Is that a coffee?
Yes.
Yeah. So I haven't had it from Pete's, but there's this
Or
coffee
no,
shop.
sorry. Phil's. I'm talking about Phil's.
Phil's. Okay. Yeah, not Pete's. But there's this place that does a mint mojito coffee called,
Don't
I don't know if
dox
you've heard
yourself.
of, do you know where Brain Dead is? Have you heard of Brain Dead Studios?
Uh-uh.
Yeah, no, it's this clothing store that bought a silent film studio, and
Whoa.
they show silent films, and in the back they have like this crazy cracked out like barista who makes all these crazy drinks. He makes a mint mojito coffee that I had from
Let's
there.
go. Wait, it's just one guy all the time.
Well, I always see him there. I don't know if he's like, but he's like the guy who like comes up with the recipes and stuff.
I love a mastermind, a creative mastermind.
Yeah.
So one of my things is TMI, not my thing, but do you know like TMI, like TMI of the day, TMI in that
Oh,
sense?
yeah, sure. Like just spilling the beans.
Anything that happened to you recently that's like, I don't know, could be embarrassing,
It'd be embarrassing.
could be just silly, disgusting, or human, you know?
Human. Damn, you stumped me. I'm trying to think like what to say, what to admit. Well, so I just had my release party on Sunday, and it was
Uh-huh.
like the first time I played with a band and everybody. And
Awesome.
it was also like the first time that my parents were seeing each other for a while because my parents are divorced.
Uh-huh.
So my mom flew in from Houston, and I did not want to tell my dad. And I was just like, oh my
Okay.
God, this is gonna be weird. Like,
Oh,
oh my God. And they saw each other, and for like the first like 3 minutes, they didn't really like, they were like not right next to each other. But they didn't acknowledge each other at first. It was very weird.
bro, you parent trapped them?
Not on purpose. I was like, I don't know. It was weird, but it was good.
It did it go pretty smoothly
Yeah,
eventually
it
or
did. Ultimately, I mean, they both love me, so I'm very blessed that they kind of looked past whatever their differences were just to like be together for me. So
That's nice.
I'm very blessed in that sense. Yeah,
I'm glad that worked out for you. You took a risk.
that was definitely a kind of a tense moment for me
Let's
that
go. Wait,
it's
was
not
the
it's not like
release
gross or anything, but I
it's
mean,
intimate and I appreciate you
yeah,
sharing that. Yeah. Was
yeah,
release
definitely.
party, what was the vibe?
Oh, the vibe
Was
was
it
great.
very
I
like
mean,
wholesome? Was it lit? Was it both?
all of the above.
Okay.
Super wholesome in a lot of ways. So obviously my mom flew in, which was awesome. But
Uh,
I rented out a yoga studio, which is hilarious, but it
what?
actually worked out super well, it was kind of funny. But
Hella
it was
mirrors?
like my first time playing with a whole band that I was leading, playing my music, which was super sick. All my friends showed up from different circles. It was cool to see worlds collide.
Yeah.
People like my kind of like Mexican family, and then like my friends from college, my friends from all walks of life,
It's
Brazilian
like a
friends.
birthday party, but better. That's
Yeah,
and with
exactly.
music.
And it was cool. We got this I got this vinyl DJ who spins Brazilian music that I love. And his
Stop.
name is Tropicat. And afterwards we realized it was perfect because it's Tropicat and the Wildcat.
Okay.
And we were like,
Whoa.
and then so my dad started a Mexican restaurant when I was like 4 years old called Loteria Grill. And
Dang.
so we've been around for like 20 years. We're like the first to kind of do like guisos and mole and things like that take more time than like a pollo asado, for example, on
Mm-hmm.
a taco in LA, which was like, he catered the event, which was like super dope
Come
too. So
on.
we got the special sauce, like my face was on all the little tortas that we had and
Wait,
shit.
stop.
And
You
then the
burned it
best
on?
part was that my dad surprised me with so there's right next to our kitchen, Loteria, is this
Yeah.
place called Mateo's Paletas, which makes like Oaxacan ice cream and paletas of all these different like really dope flavors they have. These guys come out the cut from the alley with a paleta like little
The
like car.
rolling cart, yeah.
Yeah, they rolled it in. My dad surprised me. I was like, "What is happening?" It was crazy.
Aw,
So it was a
I
very beautiful
can.
night for a lot of reasons. Like that was a very wholesome
That
moment.
sounds so magical
This
and just
guy,
like perfect. Like everybody is like able to contribute and have a great time.
yeah, and it was also interesting because like that was the first time that people that I like kind of, well, I guess I don't technically work with the people at Mateo's, but I work at my dad's restaurant to make some money, support myself because I'm an independent artist. I don't have like a, big record label funding all my stuff. It was cool to see like I could share this side of myself with people that I work next to that had never seen that in me.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
totally.
Like,
Let's see. You're definitely a stylish person. Seeing you
stop.
pulling out the fits
Really?
on the Instagram.
Thank
Where do you shop? Do you have any plugs?
I am gonna gatekeep this one. No,
Oh,
I'm
okay,
kidding.
fair.
I don't really have
Okay.
it like
Oh.
that. You know, it's funny. My girlfriend actually like completely updated my wardrobe. She's like, so
Stop.
my girlfriend, her name is Kefa Meme. She's like a really, really amazing visual artist,
Yeah.
photographer. She actually painted, she was the one that took this photo and painted it for the cover.
Nice. Awesome.
But she definitely got me like my latest drip recently. For my birthday, she got me like a bunch of stuff on the internet for like
She's your
super cheap.
stylist?
Yeah, I mean, I would consider her my stylist.
Let's
For
go.
But nah, I mean, I've always had an eye for things. I would say that like most of the stuff that I really love, I'll get like when I'm like visiting family in Mexico or something. I'll like find a place that makes like a really cool guayabera linen shirt, something like that.
That the quality materials, the
Yeah,
quality
exactly. I
cuts,
like to
classics,
buy
you
it from
can't
people who
beat.
like make that. But other than that, just like thrift stores. I can't even really lie. Like I don't have
Yeah,
like.
I find thrifting in LA to be like pretty horrendous though.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, most thrift stores are too expensive now. Like that's why thrifting in Mexico
Yeah.
sometimes is better, and thrifting in other places.
Yeah. So also you have amazing curls. What
Oh,
do you do
thank
to
you.
like maintain them? Do you have a curl routine, hair routine? Because
You
you've got
know,
different styles to it. Sometimes it's more the ringlets. You've got to have a strategy, right?
yeah, I don't really do too much other than just put some leave-in conditioner, styling cream after I get out of the shower. But
Okay.
that's like on a good day, depends. Like today, I have not done that.
This is the wash and go.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
I need help because LA has it so much drier and my hair just feels like
Yeah,
hay.
yeah.
Leave-in
It's crazy.
conditioner, that's
Leave-in
it.
conditioner. Yeah, I mean, I don't really do too much. Yeah.
Wow. Maybe you're just
Shampoo like once or
blessed. We
twice a
don't
week
know.
and leave-in conditioner. I have like my friend's mom from New York brought me some like specific cream from some like crazy salon, but that's a one-time
Oh,
deal. It's not some shit that I'm like on all the time.
yeah, you're bougie for now.
Yeah, no, like it's over now too.
Oh, it's over.
Yeah, I ran
Rip.
out.
And your EP is called Inner Nature.
That's right.
How would you describe your inner nature?
My inner nature, I feel like I have so many different sides of myself that I wanted to express, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I think growing up as like a Mexican in LA, I was a bit confused, as a kid, like who am I, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because you're not fully one or the other. I'm not like when I go to Mexico, I'm like not as Mexican as my Mexican family, you know what I mean? Like they're like speaking Spanish in a totally different way than me. And then when I'm in LA, I don't feel like I'm just somebody who speaks English. I feel like there's another side of myself. So that's in one way,
Yeah.
that's part of what I was trying to navigate. I think my inner nature, we're like, I like to think of myself as somebody who really thinks a lot about what I'm going to say before I say it sometimes. But we're also animals at the same time, and like we act on instinct. So
Yeah.
I think I was trying to express those two things too, like being like introspective, but also like not thinking about it too much and kind of like forgetting all of
Yeah,
your
being
stories
true
that
to
you try to tell
yourself,
yourself. Because there's so many stories we
natural.
tell ourselves about who we are, and I think inner nature is something that exists beyond that. I don't know.
Aha. It's so I don't know why what you said like made me think of like your soul.
Right, exactly. For lack of a better word, definitely soul. Soul also comes with so many weird connotations, like through our
Definitely.
history. Like it comes with its own stories that we tell ourselves about like what that is. And I feel like whatever that would be like
Yeah.
something without all the connotations it brings along with it. Just the
That's
presence.
deep. That's deep.
I mean, I
I'm
don't
right
want to
here
get
with
too
you
out
though.
there
No,
with
I'm
these.
right here with you though. That's
Yeah,
and definitely I know what you're talking about. I wonder, have you
yeah.
ever seen the movie Relatos Salvajes?
No.
It's an like anthology movie, if you know what that is. It's like different stories that are unrelated but like have a similar theme. It's literally about like being in modern society and having animal instincts and like what society and
Right.
like the different settings that you're in require and how your animalistic side comes out.
That's super on point.
Maybe
Wow,
you'd
I
be
can't wait to
into
watch
it.
it. Yeah,
Um,
I just watched this movie Bardo. I don't know if you've heard about it at all. This movie that kind of also, I feel like it's very like, it's called, I think, a collection of like a handful of truths or something like that. And
mhm.
the whole thing is kind of also very fragmented, and it kind of all the different sides of himself that he had to kind of confront when going from Mexico to the United States to make his career as a filmmaker. It's just a very also like specifically LA thing, which is interesting to think about, you know.
Yeah, LA is so weird.
Very
Like,
weird. It's weird because I grew up here, and you know, you're surrounded by people who are trying to make it, or like who are trying to be somebody, you know what I
yeah.
mean? And that's a very weird environment to be around.
Yeah, that's
And you're just
trippy for
trying
your
to be
whole
yourself, you
life.
know what I mean?
The
A
like
lot of people,
competitive kind of spirit in the air, or like
yeah,
I
exactly.
don't know,
But
like lost dream feeling, like frustration and anger,
yeah,
and
there's
then
so many
like
people who are walking around kind of broken because they haven't made it, you know.
yeah. And so do you like LA then, as an LA native, all things considered?
There are things about it that are weird, but there are things about it that I love. So LA is weird because it's super horizontal. It's not like New York where everybody's on top of each other. LA, like,
Hmm.
you know, people can really be isolated from each other. But the other thing that I love about LA is that it does have like a lot of diversity and a lot of like beautiful people. I think that LA, you have to like create your community, but once you do, it's very beautiful. Like for as a kid, I think for me it took a really long time to figure out what that was.
Hmm.
I think being a musician was a big part of that. Understanding that I wanted to be a musician, um, or just an artist in general, be able to create something, and music being the first medium I felt confident doing it in. That was part
Yeah.
of
I mean,
my
it's
inner nature. The inner nature journey was like me realizing I'm gonna do this, like even no plan B, like I'm just gonna do this, you know what I
that's
mean?
good. Okay.
Until it pays off, and it's already paying off just through the friends I've made and through the experiences I've had. Like I would say
Absolutely, yeah.
in LA, I've been able to find a really inspiring community of friends. You know, I've met my friend Roger, who's a Brazilian musician from Rio, and he introduced me to this artist Flor, who's also
Okay.
really dope. And she took me to Brazil. Like that wouldn't have been possible if I wasn't in LA. You know what I mean? If I
Wow,
wasn't
yeah.
here meeting people, and
It definitely feels like curating, like more than other places
yeah,
even.
you really have to curate your friends. It's not the same as like living in another place where there's already built-in community, which I mean, I think there's something super beautiful about that we're missing, you know, in LA a bit,
Hmm.
where you have to look for it because it's there in pockets, you know. The thing I do like to do, I mean, Kefa, my girlfriend, gets mad at me, but like when we're driving, I'll like look at the people in the cars next to me and like mess around with them or something, just to break
Wait,
the
mess around
simulation.
how?
You know
Like
what I
funny
mean? I don't know, just
face,
like
like
pretend to
just
race or some shit. I don't know. Yeah.
boom
Or if they have the same car as me, I'll be like, hey man, nice car. You know,
boom.
something dumb, I don't know.
That's good. So you are you bilingual? Is there any other
Yeah.
language I'm missing? Okay, so bilingual.
I'm learning to speak a little Portuguese.
Oh, for
I'm
sure.
just because I have these Brazilian friends I've made. I want to, and I
Yeah.
love Brazilian music, so I'm just trying to learn Portuguese.
It's so funny, like the differences and similarities. Like it's just different enough that you're like, wait,
This is a
what?
different, yeah, it's different, but I also understand everything. It's funny though, if you understand 70% of like the words that are spoken, you still might only understand 25% because if you miss like one word, everything
It'll
gets
always
thrown off.
be the unusual word that's the key word.
Yeah,
So
and
you're
then you
like,
don't
I'm with you, I'm
understand
with you, I'm with
anything
you,
after.
and then you miss like the punchline. You're like,
Yeah.
I guess I'm not as smooth as I thought.
Yeah.
Oh wait, you're bilingual. This is what I was going into. You're bilingual. What are some of your favorite words in each language? Do you have any favorite words?
Oh man. I mean, this one's corny, but saudade in Portuguese is like a word that I feel like expressed something deep that I felt but I didn't know I felt, which is like a
Uh-huh.
deep longing or missing or something. It's like nostalgia, but also like I miss you or something, you know.
Wow, okay. So you've been to a lot of places, spent time in Spain, Brazil, LA. I'm probably missing others, Mexico.
Right.
But what is a place you're dying to go back to? A place that you really miss right now? You saudade right now.
Yeah, saudade right now. And I feel like I would want to go back to all of them. But I definitely want to go back to Brazil for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to go back to Merida.
Okay.
Just because I went to Chichen Itza down there, that pyramid,
Yeah.
Aztec pyramid, and I just like felt something crazy. It's just wild. It
I
felt like it was from a
believe
different
that.
planet. I felt
Come
like it was on
on.
a different planet, and I just kind of want to go back and feel it again.
Wow. Okay, so aliens are real.
Yeah. I mean, when you go there, I mean, I'm not saying that they're aliens, but I
It's
am saying
something
that
else.
they did something crazy there. They built on top of an underwater river, and they said it was
Yeah.
a portal to the underworld. Like that's some wavy something. And you know what's crazy? So you know the whistle on Wildcat that goes like,
Yeah.
you know that like cat thing?
Hmm.
I got it at Chichen Itza.
Let's
Yeah.
go. You
So
inserted some magic in there.
yeah, no, I brought this like they call it a Aztec death whistle, and it sounds
Really?
like it sounds really crazy.
Death
Um,
whistle.
and it like inspired that trip inspired that song, I would say, for sure.
Really? I don't know,
Yeah, they
because
have
it's
some
so
crazy.
it's so vibrant, and
Mhm.
I don't know, death is sometimes thought of as the opposite of that, but perhaps
Yeah, I
not.
think
In
death
many
is.
cultures, no.
Yeah, I don't know. I think death is an important part of life. I mean, obviously, it can come with a lot of suffering, but it's definitely. I
You got a
mean, a lot of
little,
other cultures just had like a totally different view of death, and like obviously, like doesn't mean that we should be like doing sacrifices on top of a pyramid ripping people's hearts out. But
oh, you're pro
like,
sacrifice? Okay, good to
I'm
know.
down.
What?
Yeah.
And you seem to be quite the dancer. We've
Oh,
seen we've seen this in your music videos. We've seen this in your lyrics even. Vámonos a bailar hasta las 6 de la mañana.
oh yeah.
And el ritmo me llama
Oh,
para
you
el
really know my
cielo.
music. That's
I
crazy.
know. What? I'm interviewing. I know.
Yeah.
Um, so do you consider yourself a good dancer? And how did you learn?
Uh, I don't know. I feel like I was born with it. You
Just
know what I'm
born
saying?
with it.
Nah, but I definitely my dad used to dance salsa a lot. I don't think my mom has too much rhythm. She was a singer, but she doesn't really
Okay.
dance too much. But my dad definitely danced, and I feel like I probably got it a little bit from him.
Do you actually know like the moves then, like
Oh,
particular
I
salsa
wouldn't say that
moves?
I know how to dance salsa necessarily, but like I definitely
It's a
kind of,
groove.
yeah. And I think also once you start going out to once I came to the age of like being able to go out to party and stuff, once you kind of get in with the right crowd of people that like don't care about what they look like and they just want to have fun, like
That's what's
that's what I
so
care. That's where I want
important.
to dance. You know what I mean? I don't want to be dancing in any other situation other than like
Absolutely not. Absolutely
around
not. You
people that,
know what made me a good dancer is being told I was a bad dancer.
yeah.
And what song is on repeat for you right now?
Let me see, because I definitely have something on my phone right now. It's called, I don't even know how to pronounce it.
It looks like Jake Gyllenhaal. I'll
You're
plug
gonna
it.
recognize this.
It's completely
It's
silent.
on, you can't
Nothing's
hear it?
picked up. No.
Okay.
You're this goes crazy. Listen.
SMH. I've been listening to Itapua. Honorary mention. I've been listening to Ordinary Guy by Joe Baton.
Okay. I don't know
Okay.
that one either. I'm
Yeah.
excited.
He was like in Spanish Harlem in New York in like the 60s or 70s or something. On a
Okay.
really dope salsa record label, Fania, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Fania.
Okay. So you're into some like old school, definitely.
Oh yeah, I mean for sure. But I like everything. Like I like,
Yeah.
what's her name? Pink Pantheress. You know,
Oh, I mean,
I
she's
like everything.
gas.
I don't know.
But do you like Ed Sheeran?
His features on some songs I can't compare.
Okay,
Yes,
fair.
Wait, he has a song with Pharrell that's kind of crazy.
Actually,
Yeah, on I think it's on NERD's like last album or whatever. They
I
have a kind of
might have
tripped out
just
song
missed
together.
that completely.
NERD and Ed Sheeran.
All right. He still got it, apparently.
It's a very weird song, but I like it.
It's a very weird song. Why? It's not just pop.
It's just like Pharrell on his new kind of wave. He can be a little weird, but I like it.
All right. Honestly, weird. Let's do something different. Let's do something exciting. Let's get weird, you know?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So if you're ready, we could start with
Oh
music
yeah.
questions.
Hit me.
1,73, rubia, ojos marrones, delgada.